Don't I need to ground myself more as an empath? Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back. I have a comment here I'd like to respond to. Love your videos, John. Thank you so much. So, question, ... I love when I start that way, or some way like that. If we haven't fully moved into this creation experience, why wouldn't we need to ground ourselves more in this reality, especially if we're still integrating as an empath? There's a lot in this that I want to talk about. If we haven't fully moved into this creation reality, who says you haven't? You are creating at every moment of your day. You say, I am hungry, and your stomach growls. You say, I am tired, and you yawn. You say, I can't find my car keys, and you can't find your car keys until you say, I am finding my car keys. You are creating in every moment of every day, and it's not about not being fully moved into anything. You are creating. It's already there. It's already happening. And it was the biggest thing that Jeshua taught that was missed. And it's the thing that he struggled teaching because no one could get how simple it was. You are already the creator of your experience. It's a matter of you saying, okay, I am doing this. I am doing this. I was recently asked a question about how about the people in the third world countries who, the gangs come and break into their house and rape them and kill them and do all that. Did they choose that experience? Do they choose that experience? Well, that comes back to how do we choose? We choose through our belief. Did they believe they were in danger? Did they believe they were in an unsafe country? Did they believe these things? Right? Of course they did. Of course they did. They knew where they lived. They knew they had a complete understanding of the surrounding experience they had. Now, the surrounding experience was the potential they chose on the other side, right? We'll try that out, right? And so the concept of the creation experience is much broader than just a method or a technique or we are learning how to be creators. That's not the way it is. You are already creating. You're unveiling the fact that you are. And that's what Jeshua taught. Greater works than I've done you will do. It is your faith that heals you. You have faith as small as a mustard seed. You can ask a mountain to move and it'll move. Because he understood you were already creating. You were already in the creation mode. And some people will come into this world and believe into existence that they are the victim of their life. Or they will believe into their existence that they overcome their life. And overcome their experience. And that is the journey, is to come here and be very present and step into the role of creator and create that life, right? So we have fully moved into this creation experience. That's a belief that we haven't. It's not about finding this. It's about unveiling what's already there. And what you're unveiling is your own personal beliefs about it. Wouldn't we need to ground ourselves more into this reality? Love that statement, because what is reality? Everything that you're looking at is a pure energy event in motion, according to Einstein. What is this reality? This reality is an illusion. It's an illusion of belief. And why would you ground yourself into the beliefs if you don't like it? Would you ground yourself into the beliefs if you are having a great life? Right? The concept of grounding is the interesting part, because even the word grounding itself means you're focusing on the physical world reality, right? We know full well, because of near-death experiences and my own personal experiences, that the physical world is just a playground of experience, and that playground of experience that we have is a product of how we navigate with our belief, our faith. Faith, belief. It does not mean faith in Jesus. It means faith. It means belief. What do you believe? And so grounding yourself is, to me, is an interesting word, because, I want to fly. Why would I ground myself? I want to go out into the world and enjoy and prosper and do all these amazing things. So why would I ground myself if I'm doing that? Why would I put myself down on the ground if I'm doing that? I wouldn't. That's the quick answer. The concept of grounding, I hear people say this all the time. It's a new age concept. I have to ground myself because I'm a polarity that I have to. No. You are that you are. I am that I am. There is these constructs, these structures that are placed around spirituality are physical world justifications of why things are the way they are. And if you can release all that, you strip away and come back to the simplicity of being a child. Ye must become as a child to enter the kingdom of heaven. It's pretty clear. The child doesn't go down the rabbit holes of thought and grounding. And it says, oh, it is? Okay. I believe in Santa Claus, right? In their world, Santa's real, right? And in their world, he is. In their world, it's created. Santa shows up, right? Now, we stop believing, so we start dressing up as Santa Claus, right? So we're down to this concept of, well, this doesn't happen. This isn't real, right? They're living a different life. I sat down. I tell the story of sitting down at the restaurant, and the guy across me had a horrible experience, and I had a beautiful experience. He got a date, right? What was the difference? My world was being created joyfully and in flight, and his world was being created as if everything sucked. That's this concept of multiverses. We all have our own universe. And my experience was beautiful because that was what I'm choosing to create in mine, and his experience was terrible because that's what he was choosing to create in his. So it's not about figuring out how or why or grounding ourselves. These are the paths. And Joshua said, when you seek a path will be laid before you, but until you turn the path back to yourself, you never find the doorway. And the self being right here in the present, joyfully creating, will create the life you desire. And the second you choose to say, well, I'm a victim of this, or I'm afraid of that, pay attention to the fact that you're saying, I am, which is God's name according to Moses. I'm afraid of that. So God has now said, okay, have that. And so this experience, all this stuff you're talking about is all very much a physical world mind trying to wrap structure around a very non-physical world, and still integrating as an empath. It's integrating as an empath. The word integrating, to once again, very scientifically minded, very trying to put a structure about being an empath. In my personal opinion, an empath is just someone who is highly clairsentient. It's someone who can feel things very well. And why are they that way? Because they came in with less obstructions to the view. They came in a little more open. Got a little light on my nose. I'm going to change that. Sun's coming up. It's early here. Their veil is a little thinner. The between here and there, the veil of awareness. Now, people talk about the veil. They all create construct about this. Is the veil just means an obscurity to the view. So you're not seeing it because of what? What is your obscurity? In Sufism, they say God is on one side of a veil and we're on the other side of the veil, and the veil is our fears. And our life is a struggle against the veils. If people come in, they have a little less fear, and as an empath, they feel all that fear. Someone who has a little less fear feels the other fears bigger, and so that structure happens. So integrating it, it's just a matter of really realizing that's theirs, not mine. And the one thing my regression says that everyone should just really ponder or take to heart is, it says, it's so simple we have a hard time understanding. It's so simple we have a hard time understanding. Strip away everything and come back to I am that I am. It's a beautiful statement because I am that I am means I am exactly what I am choosing to be and acting upon. My thoughts, words, and deeds declare who I am. I am that I am. And so release all the New Age dogmas, release all the Old Age dogmas, release everything else and just come back to you. You and the source as one. So that's my thought on this question. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.